This edition of the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs? The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift of Grandma's recipes, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bringing your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for goes Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. Who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs, huh? Well, the holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift for Grandma's recipes or just because, those smiles and tears, those just melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw, Picture This Photo Books at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bringing memories back to life. The whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen over 30 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter today. And check out the Mike Wagner Show merchandise at the MikeWagnerShow.com. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, and a lot more. Makes great gifts 24/7. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mian Mohsen Zia store for great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles, and for T-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, and a lot of great merchandise. Check it out today and support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM as well as PayPal, and also donate to the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you do so generously today. And he's back by popular demand, and he's been on the program, and he's got a new podcast. He's got a new single, and he's also an extended career in music, worked with a number of rock and roll and Hall of Fame legends. And he's also the owner and president of New Visions Radio. And he's had quite a number of singles out. He's been on my show and live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in his beautiful studio somewhere on the East Coast. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back with an update, a brand new single, and a brand new podcast, Ray Powers. Ray, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us once again.
Mr. Mike Wagner, thank you for having me again.
Yes, again and again and again. I mean, we got to keep this going. This is so great. So,
and hey, congratulations on the new chart. I heard you just joined the ranks of another top 40.
Yes, that's right. Number 33 in Finland, which I was surprised to see. And I looked, I'm like, I'm getting love in Finland. It's like, what's next? I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Mike Wagner is huge in Finland.
Yes, that's right. And of course, we got one of our fellow friends that lives in Finland as well, too, as part of MTS Records, Tommy Tika. And let's give our big love out to Tommy and his crew as well, too, the impersonators. And he's always a great guy. And of course, you guys are great as well, too. And it's like, we're all a happy family. We love each other. So, yeah.
Tommy Tika's a good friend. I've had him on my show, and he's charting right now on New Visions Radio. And I love his new single. I love his whole catalog, the Missing Hubcaps and all the groups he's been a part of. He's been fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And very fantastic indeed. And of course, you know, what's been happening with New Visions Radio at your end. You had Tommy on, and you also had some great guests. And what's been the latest with you ever since we last talked?
Well, by the way, sorry, pardon the appearance here. Sorry, I'm in the truck.
Don't worry about it.
Home, and it's so noisy in there, you wouldn't be able to hear anything. I'm glad it's not bleeding through here, but busy has not been a problem. As you mentioned, new podcast dropping on September 8th. New single is out now. I've got full-time dad duties. My daughter is starting 7th grade. God help me. And, you know, it's catch as catch can. Everything is falling at once. You have to juggle as many pieces as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm. And that's so amazing as well, too. And of course, you got the new single, That's a Hard No. So tell us more about that and what inspired you to write it.
Well, That's a Hard No. Kind of back to my roots. Melodic rock. The last two singles, I don't know. I don't know what happened or what was going on in my life, but they just came out real aggressive and real heavy. And I love it. I mean, hard rock is, you know, a big part of my past and of my DNA. You know, I don't try to write a song and go, I'm going to write a Nashville ballad. I'm going to write this. Whatever comes out, comes out. I don't know. Maybe I was just listening to a lot of CCM at the time. I don't really know. But I was just noodling around the guitar one day. And I came up with that opening riff. And then, you know, the hook just came. And That's a Hard No was just one of those rhythmic patterns that I was just trying to find, you know, something to fit that melody. Ba, 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 that's a hard no. You know, sometimes it's just that simple. And so, you know, good songs write themselves. Hopefully, you know, people feel that's a good song. It's doing well so far. It's been well received. People have said that's the best one in a while. So I'll take that as positive feedback.
Mm-hmm. Or hard yes, you could say, too.
Hard yes, yeah. I've gotten a few of those, like this song. Yes, that's a hard yes. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. And of course, I listened to it as well, too, before we came on. I have to say, it's like, you know, this one I have to say, just really knocked it out of the park. I mean, that's just an amazing tune. It's like, oh my gosh, I love that one. Wow.
I appreciate that. You know, I wrote it myself. I actually tried to co-write it with a good friend of mine, and it didn't work out at the time. So I was really on the hook to finish it myself. Lyrics are the last piece that come to me. You know, filling out the verses. That's hard, I think, for anybody, unless you're a poet. You know, sometimes it just flows out of you. But I had a deadline, and you know, when you have to, you throw in the deep end, you swim.
Mm-hmm. Right. And of course, it makes sense as well, too, that wherever you're at, you got to swim and everything else. And, talking to people, they managed to get through the pandemic. And the majority I've talked to, it's like they've managed to survive and they managed to swim very well. And I think that should be the new case right now. Although things are opening up, they still should swim. And if a second shutdown were to happen, we encourage everybody, you still got to swim. You can't break down at this point.
No, you have to stay strong. I mean, there's always going to be things going on in the world that are around the corner that you can't see. So, you have to keep an even keel about you. You can't get overly emotional. And because you don't always have all the answers. I don't know if any of us really know what's around the corner or what really is going on while they're going, look at this shiny object. And, who the hell knows what's going on in the background. But, I try to stay in my own lane and I try to be, a good guy and not a jerk. And, you got to start with that.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's a very good starting point as well, too. And not only you got your new single, That's a Hard No, you also have a brand new podcast. We'll talk about that in just a quick minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and evil have been endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for it goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at a wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs, huh? The holidays are coming. What better time? Give a gift for remembrance that makes you laugh and cry at the same time. Whatever you get for Grandma's recipes or just because, those smiles and tears will just melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw, Picture This Photo Books at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotoBooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books. Bring your memories back to life. The whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show on over 30 podcast platforms. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Be sure to subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. Check out the Mike Wagner Show merchandise at themikewagnershow.com and also on Amazon. And check out the great books by Mia Molson-Zia and his line of merchandise, amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia. Don't forget to give generously to the PayPal at paypal.me/Mike Wagner voiceover or the Mike Wagner Show. Also support us on Anchor FM/support and the Mike Wagner Show. Make sure you donate today. We're here with the multi-talented Ray Powers, back with an update here on the Mike Wagner Show. We talked about That's a Hard No. That's on streaming platforms right now. And now you have a new single. You also have a brand new podcast. So tell us more about that.
Yeah, the podcast, last time we spoke, I don't even know, we might have been in talks about it, and I don't think I was able to say anything at the time legally, but contracts have been signed, and yeah, it is exploding. I can't even express the gratitude with just this early groundswell of support. It's been amazing. It's called Dare to Be Better with Rayandsyd. I'm the Ray part. I know you probably figured that part out.
I'm sorry. Which one's Ray and which one's Sid?
And of course, Sydney Hall, she had a couple of successful podcasts before this, Table Talk with Sid being, I think, the most prominent. She's based in Salt Lake City. So she flies into New York and we shoot in New York. So,
wow.
And I had her on my show back in, I think, April on the Raypowers Hour. We share an agent, or, we did. And we hit it off immediately. We're enough alike but we're also completely from different worlds. I'm a big, whatever, big white dude from Brooklyn, and she's an Asian girl who grew up in Utah.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have a lot in common, but you look at the two of us like, okay, well, you're not related. You're not brother and sister, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But we'll fight like brother and sister on the air once in a while. It's a lot of fun. She's really great. She brings out the best in me, and I like to think vice versa. And, like I said, so far, so good. It's not a music-based podcast or a music-based talk show because, why would I go into competition with myself? That would be kind of silly.
Mm-hmm.
This was kind of a left turn. It was presented to me, and, it just seemed like a great opportunity. And I went with it, and I'm glad I did because our chemistry is amazing. You never know when you sit down with somebody, everything could check off on paper. But when you sit down across the table, sometimes it could be everything is set for you and there's just no chemistry. And then that's it. You have no show.
Mm-hmm. And I think that makes perfect sense. And of course, before we talk more about Dare to Be Better, how'd you guys first meet?
She was booked on my show. My agent back in April, she presented. Well, she booked out my April, and I had interviewed Nathan Osmond and Mark Wood and some real heavyweights. And I had never heard of Sidney Hall. I wasn't even sure, I thought Sidney Hall was a guy. I thought I'm picturing some, guy in a tweed jacket, doing game shows. Mm-hmm. Sidney Hall,
Yeah. I was just thinking about game shows. That's been the big subject as well, too. It's just like, I guess the wheel keeps spinning around and around in Jeopardy. It's like, could Sidney Hall be next? You never know.
Right. I didn't know. And then I get her bio and I see her headshot and I was like, oh, okay, this isn't what I expected at all. And she was a real firebrand and her show did really well in the ratings. And within a week, she and our agent had basically pitched this. She had really pitched it. I mean, she was the firebrand. She was the engine. And I mean, she was pretty, can I say ballsy on this podcast? I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's what it was. I mean, there's a lot of chutzpah there. And she's like, I think you're the co-host I've been looking for the past 20 years. Wow. And I'm not being dramatic about that. So I listened to her pitch. We talked a few times. And we put something together. It developed over a few weeks. And I said, yeah, why don't you come out? Let's shoot this. We signed our contracts. And the chemistry was fantastic. I mean, when you wind up watching the shows or listening to them on whatever platform you prefer, I think a lot of people so far have agreed just from the teasers, they love what they see. So I'm really excited about it.
It does sound exciting as well, too. And I'm taking a look at the website right now. She's been a choreographer for A-list celebs and everything else, national, international, interior designer and everything else. And I'm looking at them like, wow, I could see why on that one. So that's just amazing.
Very, very talented woman up and down. And, she could certainly hold her own with me. And it's all I can do to make sure that I'm holding my own with her. So mm-hmm. We keep each other honest and we keep each other humble. So it's a lot of fun. It's not too serious. And the whole premise is you didn't ask for our opinion. We're not doctors, but we're going to tell you what we think anyway.
Mm-hmm. And of course, when you think of Dare to Be Better as well, too, it's not a music show, it's not a variety show and everything else. And what are some of the topics that you guys, generally cover, or is it just what you guys have done for the week, or say like what's been happening for the week, or maybe just general advice just to give some people?
Well, so far, as I mentioned, neither of us is Dr. Phil or want to be. We just basically apply life situations. For instance, we're both parents, so we can at least give a perspective on what it's like to be a parent in 2021. We both have young children or younger children, and there are challenges, of course. It's not like when we grew up. It's different. Some things are better. Some things are a little more, severe in our lives.
Oh my gosh.
We just kind of talk about our experiences and how, other people maybe can benefit from, the mistakes we made and, some of the benefits that we found through, I don't know, trying to just live better, I suppose. The importance of parents in the home and, having a positive role model. It's lighthearted, but, the crux of the show is basically just to, be the best you can be. And I know that's, maybe it sounds like a platitude, maybe it is, but, like I said, nobody asked for our opinion, but we're giving it anyway.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you talk about be the best you can be. Lately, that's been kind of like, pushed off to the side when you and I were pretty much growing up in that area as well too. It was always encouraged, be the best you can be. It's like, you hear it in the army, like be all you can be and everything else. And it seems like that's been pushed by the wayside lately. And we're glad you guys are bringing that back. And of course, speaking about, being the best you can, it's like, what are some of the other subjects you've also covered, topics, and what are some you plan on covering in the future?
Well, the kickoff show was just basically so that the audience could get to know us a little bit. We just gave a background on how we grew up and how we came together. Because again, we're from two different worlds, and it's like, well, how did you find each other? And here's what we have in common, and here's where we meet. Here's where we differ. We definitely disagree on plenty, and that's good. It makes for a great conversation, and it shows people you can talk to each other civilly. You don't have to be at each other's throats. And when you're face to face, you're a lot less apt to have those internet muscles where you're cursing somebody out that you've never met.
Right.
But we've had topics like, how to basically make life work for you, not against you. Don't be your own worst enemy. Don't sabotage yourself. It runs the gamut. It's basically anything that we come across. We're open for email too. If people want to email us, can I give an email address?
Absolutely.
It's daretobebetter@gmail.com. Yes, we have a Gmail too.
It's too easy. It's like, I got the Mike Wagner Show at gmail.com. That's the simplest thing on the planet. It's best to keep it simple. So.
Exactly. So, we also welcome feedback for subjects for future shows. If you have something that you feel that we could talk about and, I guess improve one life out there for the day, even, just the drive home, or just entertain you, again, we're just out here to let you know that obviously you're not alone. Everybody has challenges in life. And, at the end of the day, it's just getting through that day, right?
Yes, it is. And I think that's very important as well, too. And we all need to get through these challenges at this challenging time. It's not where each other's throats, trying to compete. Nowadays, it's like you have to help each other. That's right. The sign of the times we're at. It's like everybody helps everybody. And I think that's very important. And I really love what you got. And where can we find Dare to Be Better at?
The website is daretobebettershow.com. It's that simple. And we should be right now on all platforms: YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iTunes, Apple, all the places you would expect to find us. Streaming on Facebook. So New Visions Radio, of course, we run the 30-minute audio shows. It's a 30-minute show. And we figured that was sufficient. I don't know if anybody would want to listen to me prate for 60 minutes. Maybe Sid, but I'm allowed to take for 30 minutes. I'm not going to subject people to 60. The Raypowers hour is one thing. I could take music breaks, but this is just us, giving our giving our opinions, giving our experiences, and it is a lot of fun.
And it does sound like a lot of fun. And what else is coming up for Raypowers as well, too? Find out 1 minute. Listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson's You Have Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Also brought to you by Picture This Photo Books. Remembering is a key ingredient. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. And we'll be back with the amazing Ray Powers after this time out. This edition of the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs? The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift of Grandma's recipes, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bringing your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We're back with the multi-talented Ray Powers here on the Mike Wagner Show. We talk about his new single, That's a Hard No, and the new podcast, Dare to Be Better. And what else can we expect from you guys in 2021 and beyond, Ray?
Well, we're expecting this podcast to, I'd like to crawl up some of those lists. You know, as you crawl up into the top 10, I wouldn't mind sneaking on to that, 37, 38 spot. And, when we listen, you broke a lot of molds and you broke a lot of glass ceilings for the little guy. And you're not a little guy anymore. You're up with the big time now.
Right,
and that's one of our goals, is to emulate the Adam Carollas and the Mike Wagners and the Joe Rogans and the people out there who are, influencing people in the right way. And so we just want to continue growing. We have a merch line. We got a great website with a lot of cool stuff. And, keep making records, stay on the road, tour, stay healthy. We're trying to eat right, get more sleep,
Oh, yeah.
I did sleep last night. I got a full 8 hours. I couldn't believe it.
Wow, that is something. Yeah. It's so funny as I try to sleep for 8 hours, and it's like I end up waking up. It's like maybe after 4 or 5, something comes up, and then you try to sleep your ass. It's like, can I get a few more? Next thing you know, you're past 8, whatever. It's like, some people, it's like, some people doing 4, 6. I mean, my goal is to get an 8 as well, too. And I think that's on my bucket list for 2022. That's also part of it. So like that.
It's all those years on FM radio, the overnights and everything else. It just messes you up.
Mm-hmm. And I've done overnights, for quite some time. I've been there, done that, done other jobs, different shifts and everything. And, it's a challenge. It's a journey, but if you love it, it's not a job whatsoever, according to the Geico Lizard. So if you love what you do, you don't mind it whatsoever. So that's about it.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. And then also too, where can we find That's a Hard No and all your music at?
Best place to go, raypowers.bandcamp.com. People have been great on there. It's, what a download costs, and people have been very generous. They've thrown a couple extra bucks on there. The artist keeps the most on there, the biggest percentage of the pie on Bandcamp. iTunes is also great. I mean, I'm on iTunes, obviously. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Amazon. Again, all the places you expect me. KK Box if you're in Japan. There's like 45 different platforms now for streaming and for downloads.
Okay. And also, where can we find New Visions Radio at? And where can we find Dare to Be Better at?
New Visions Radio is real easy, newvisionsradio.com. We have apps for Android and for Apple. The shows, our feature shows are on YouTube. And Dare to Be Better is simply daretobebetter.com. And again, we'll be on all your preferred podcast platforms. After you listen to Mike Wagner, stick around for Dare to Be Better with Rayandsyd. I guarantee you won't be sorry.
Oh, that's a great idea. I think I'll tag that as well too. And of course, speaking of your hour as well too, where can we find the Raypower hours at, and what day and time?
Thursday, 8:00. Although I think on New Visions Radio, Dare to Be Better, I think to get the show rolling, that was the hot hand. That's been the hot hour for a long time. The Raypowers hour, I believe now, well, it's syndicated all over the world. I mean, as far as New Visions Radio, I can tell you when that airs.
Mm-hmm.
That is 8 p.m. on Wednesday nights until further notice, until, I can tell you what happened right there. I have a very popular co-host, Nikki Lee, who we have been joined at the hip on New Visions Radio for 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
And, if I'm having a rough week and if I don't have a guest or anything like that, and she has a real hot show, she's really supported me with the numbers, and vice versa. She's been able to chase me when I've had like a worldwide guest or something like that. So we're partners in crime. So I wanted to stay with a hot hand and a new show at 8 p.m. on Thursday, which is now Dare to Be Better. But the Raypowers hour, you could find me a day before on Wednesday, 8:00. So, and again, it runs through the week, and it's syndicated on a lot of different platforms, YouTube and the like. So you can subscribe. Please do subscribe to the not just the Raypowers hour, but Dare to Be Better show on YouTube as well.
Okay, we certainly do so. Once again, Ray Powers here on the Mike Wagner Show. Ray, a very big thank you for your time as always. You're welcome to come on. You're always fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep this up to date, and don't forget to keep in touch. And we're looking forward to checking on Dare to Be Better and a lot more. And you're always welcome to come on anytime. You're always amazing.
Well, you have to come on my show. You got to come back on the Ray Powers hour and plug your stuff too. I appreciate it, Mike.
Seems so simple, time's gone by. Social pressure at an all-time high. Facing the mirror, don't recognize. Get into culture that you once despised. Feel like a hostage in a world gone mad. I made a promise, think of what I said. Will you have to sell your faith? That's a hard no. Will I fail to keep you safe? That's a hard no. Will you lose your strength? That's a hard no. You walk with me, you already know. Will I ever let go? That's a hard no. And the cycle of nowhere fast. Can't let go of a painful past. Guilty feelings consuming you. If you could have it back, what would you do? The sum of fragments is what makes you whole. My love for you is unconditional. Will you have to sell your faith? That's a hard no. Will I fail to keep you safe? That's a hard no. Will you lose your strength? That's a hard no. You walk with me, you already know. Will I ever let go?
Picture This photo books, where remembering is the key ingredient. Preserving memories, keeping the memories of your loved ones alive as they reach in and touch your heart. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whether it's a gift of past holidays, grandma's recipes, long ago moments, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809. Once again, that's 646-798-0809. Or visit picturethisphotobooks.com.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartradio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.